Did you genuinely invite him? Liam murmured softly, stifling a chuckle as he gently nudged the groom Ethan, who stood poised at the altar, adjusting his polished cufflinks with care. Ethan flashed a sly grin. Absolutely, but he won't show, likely preoccupied with diaper changes or slicing discount coupons. They shared a quiet laugh, their eyes darting toward the rear rows, where guests were gradually streaming in. The invitation had been a prank, a rather unkind one, meant as a jest. The man they targeted, Noah Carter, was a reserved, soft-spoken single father who tirelessly balanced two demanding jobs and rarely spoke since his wife's passing 2 years prior. He wasn't affluent, wasn't renowned, and certainly wasn't part of their exclusive circle. Truthfully, they scarcely acknowledged him, except when they needed someone to occupy a seat, run trivial errands, or serve as the punchline of their cruel humor. So when Ethan, with a smirk, added Noah's name to the guest list for amusement, no one in their group anticipated his attendance. Yet, to their astonishment, he arrived, not alone. Noah appeared in a suit slightly too large, paired with scuffed shoes clearly borrowed from a thrift shop, but it was the woman at his side who captured every gaze. Elegant, graceful, and utterly captivating, she exuded a presence that hushed the room without a single word. Holding Noah's arm like royalty, she glided with serene confidence past the stunned stares and whispered snickers. No one could identify her. She wasn't a model, nor a local, but undeniably someone significant. Liam elbowed Ethan gently. "Man, who is she?" Ethan's fiancée, now his bride-to-be, glanced over, her smile wavering slightly. Ethan's posture stiffened noticeably. Noah offered a courteous nod to the groom, but his companion remained silent, giving Ethan a piercing look that seemed to see right through his fog. At the reception, the atmosphere grew heavy, with tension. Noah wasn't relegated to the distant table as expected. Instead, his name appeared at the VIP table, and his guest sat comfortably beside the bride's mother, as if she belonged there effortlessly. Whispers circulated among the guests. Some speculated she was a philanthropist. Others swore they'd seen her on the cover of Forbes magazine. "Hey," Ethan said, cornering Noah near the punch bowl with a forced smile. "Who is she?" Noah offered a subtle, knowing smile. "Her name's Clara. That's all you need to know," he replied, his gaze steady and unflinching. Then came the speeches. The best man tossed out witty insider quips, drawing laughs, while the maid of honor fumbled through a heartfelt, tearful toast. To everyone's surprise, Clara rose gracefully. Every head turned in awe. "I hadn't intended to speak," she began, her voice rich, calm, and commanding. "But I feel compelled this evening." She glanced at Noah, her eyes softening with warmth, then swept the room with purpose. "Noah Carter is a man most of you scarcely notice. Some have even mocked him." Ethan's face drained of color. "But while many measure success by titles or wealth, Noah values love and sacrifice above all. He's raised his daughter alone, juggling 2 grueling jobs. He rebuilt his elderly neighbor's home after a devastating flood. He donates blood every month without fail. And when I was at my lowest," her voice trembled with emotion, "he was the only one who offered kindness without expecting a single thing in return." Murmurs rippled through the crowd. "I met Noah by chance, stranded on a desolate roadside. No wallet, no phone, just a flat tire and mounting fear. He stopped, helped, and asked for nothing." She turned to Ethan, her gaze sharp. "You invited him here as a jest, but know this. I'm Clara Bennett, CEO of Bennett Trust. We fund over 80 nonprofits and community scholarships. Starting today, Noah will lead our newest initiative for single parents, freeing him from the burden of 2 jobs. The room fell utterly silent. Then she smiled gently, her warmth palpable. Sometimes, the punchline reveals more about the joker than the joke itself. Later that evening, Noah and Clara danced slowly at the dance floor's edge, their connection undeniable, while Ethan sat at his own wedding table, stunned and overlooked as guests gravitated toward the night's true stars. Noah's daughter, Lily, twirled joyfully in a sparkling new dress, gifted by Clara, her laughter ringing freely, unaware that her life had transformed in one unforgettable night. And Noah? He finally felt seen, his quiet strength acknowledged. Kindness may not seek applause, but when the world takes notice, it reminds everyone what truly matters. Never underestimate the silent power of a good heart. It may just leave the most enduring legacy of all.